Before you scroll past this video, let me tell you something real. Money can buy comfort, but it can't buy warmth. Success can open doors, but it can't stop loneliness from sitting beside you at night. And sometimes, the people who look like they have everything are the ones quietly wishing for one simple thing: someone to share life with. This is a Christmas story about that truth. William Carter was a billionaire. His name carried weight. His businesses stretched farther than he ever imagined. But every Christmas, his world grew smaller. His home was filled with decorations chosen by others, a tree that sparkled without meaning, and rooms that echoed when he walked through them. On Christmas Eve, William stood by the window, watching families pass below, laughter drifting up from the street. And under his breath, he whispered, "I hate Christmas." Not because it was loud, but because it reminded him of everything he had lost. Across town, Lily Brooks stepped out into the cold after another long shift at a community center. Christmas had never been magical for her. It meant more work, less sleep, and pretending things were okay when they weren't. Her mother was sick. Money was tight. But Lily smiled anyway. That night, William attended a charity event he didn't plan to stay at. He donated, nodded politely, and turned to leave. Then he heard laughter. Not forced laughter. Not polite laughter. Real laughter. A young woman was crouched down, teasing a child, pretending she worked for Santa. The child laughed so hard he nearly dropped his cookie. William stopped walking. Something in his chest warmed. Later, snow fell harder than expected. Traffic slowed. William glanced out his window and saw the same young woman struggling with a broken umbrella, snow soaking her coat. He rolled the window down. "Do you need a ride?" She hesitated, then smiled carefully. "Well, it is Christmas." Inside the car, they talked like two people with nothing to prove. About work. About loneliness. About how Christmas can hurt when it reminds you of what's missing. "I used to love it," William admitted quietly. "Before I lost my family." She didn't interrupt. She didn't try to fix him. She just listened. Over the next few days, they kept meeting. Coffee that turned into long conversations. Walks under glowing lights that felt less fake. Laughter that didn't feel borrowed. William never mentioned his money. Lily never mentioned how hard life really was. Because sometimes, truth feels dangerous when something good finally appears. On Christmas Eve, Lily didn't show up. No message. No call. The silence felt familiar to William. Too familiar. Then the phone rang. She had collapsed from exhaustion. At the hospital, Lily looked embarrassed more than afraid. "I didn't want you to see me like this," she whispered. William sat beside her. "I was afraid I lost you." She cried then. Not from pain, but from being seen. She told him about skipped meals, double shifts, and caring for her sick mother. "I didn't want to be a burden," she said. "You never were," William replied. When he drove her home, Lily expected darkness. Instead, her apartment glowed. Children from the community center sat on the floor around a small, imperfect Christmas tree. Her mother stood smiling through tears. William hadn't announced anything. He hadn't signed his name. He had simply helped. Lily turned to him, overwhelmed. "You didn't have to." "I know," he said. "I wanted to." Later, snow fell softly outside the window. Lily spoke quietly. "I thought Christmas was about what you had." William looked around the room. "The laughter, the warmth, the life. I think it's about who stays." She leaned against him. And in that moment, a billionaire who once cried alone in the dark found something money had never given him: Christmas. Because sometimes, the greatest miracle doesn't come wrapped in gold. It comes wrapped in kindness, in presence, and in love that arrives quietly and chooses to stay. If you're watching this tonight, remember this: you are not forgotten. You are not late. And joy has a way of finding us when we least expect it. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories.